Hi guys, Creative Lauri here. Welcome. Okay, we've got another video, another week down. If you're new to my channel, this is where I journal every single day on the things that I do or don't do to save money. And then I recap the week, and then I go over the menu that I'm prepping from food bank items and my own things maybe I picked up here and there. So let's get started. Oh, one last thing I want to say is that I know I was late because I was sick. I put out that video, I think it was how I save the same video, part 10. And then because it was so late, I backed it up with 11 and 12 because there were some days I didn't do much. But I think it got missed by a lot of people. So I'm going to put it down below in the description box, the video, so that you can see it if you didn't get notified. Okay, let's get started. So on Monday, this is for the week of 5/8 to 5/14. I ate my leftovers, I didn't drive, I meal prepped, and what I did was rice with vegetable bouillon, and I did tofu and frozen broccoli. That was really nice. I had quite a few leftovers with that. On Tuesday, I ate leftovers, went to Target for toilet paper and the organic romaine hearts so that I can share those with my dad. He has to have those in organic because of his health issue right now. And you know what? I'm really liking Target's prices. They're very close to Walmart's. And it's so much closer for me. Okay, Wednesday. We'll go over what I ate for leftovers too. Wednesday, I ate leftovers, didn't drive. I made coffee ice cubes and blackberry and cilantro ice cubes. I know that sounds weird, but they are so good. So I made the coffee ice cubes because from my little silicone Target ice cube maker. They're the long ones so you can put in your water bottles. I take water bottles everywhere I go now because it's getting hot again. It's like late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. So so I have now some coffee ice cubes so that it doesn't water down my coffee. So I just have that if I want some coffee ice cubes or coffee to go. I'll be going back and forth to my dad's more frequently. If not every day or every other day or every couple of days for probably the next 3 to 4 weeks. So I wanted to prep myself. I also made some fruit ice cubes with blackberry and some cilantro. Now these are really big ones, so I'm going to have to use like my big water bottles. So this is just a little sugar-free Jell-O cup. You can put sauces in there, leftover sauces. You can make ice cubes like this. They turned out so pretty. Let me see if I can get one out. My hands are clean. Oh, they're stuck together. Let's see if I can get this one. Okay, well. Aren't they pretty? Cilantro, blackberry. So it's a nice treat that I will have. And now I'm going to have to wash my hands. That I can have for 3 days because they're quite big. And so I'll put those in my large water bottles going back and forth to my dad with a little bit of fruit and cilantro. It'll be really refreshing. Let me wash my hands. So I'll keep making those because that's kind of fun. And I had quite a bit of blackberries left, so I'm glad I kept that. This is aquafaba. We'll talk about that in a second because that was a different day, I think. All right, that's Wednesday. Let's talk about Thursday. Ate leftovers, didn't drive. I got a text. Made pickled onions with the works. Soaked chickpeas overnight. Why that's important is because when I soak them, then they cook less the next day in my crock pot. So that's always really nice. So I made some more pickles. I did yellow and I did white. So I put peppercorns in here, fresh garlic, some frozen jalapenos that I had, paprika, salt, the normal salt, vinegar, a little sugar, peppercorns, and I think that was it. They are to die for. Great on tacos, tostadas, burritos, enchiladas. sandwiches, burgers, salads, fajitas, what else? Like a naan bread, on top of curries. They're so diverse and they really kind of liven the dish. So I'm just hooked. I've been eating these pickled things now, onions, carrots, whatever, for a long time. Oh, I did put green tea in them. I opened the tea bag and just put them in there because it makes them crisp. The tea allows it to stay crispy longer, and it really does work. I couldn't believe it. So I was super happy. So I did add that. Okay, then because some of the onions were starting to get a little bit they were kind of getting soft a little bit. Okay, Friday, ate leftovers, didn't drive, made a crock pot of chickpeas. Then I made that into hummus, and I also made the aquafaba. I took the leftover broth and put it in here. Good for sauces, soups. Totally helps me. I have another bag of these. I've used a few already on soups, but it's a total time saver for me, and a lot of good protein in there too. Then I also food prepped some garlic, onions, and lemons. And I just, cut them up, you know what I mean? Put them in little containers. So that's it. Saturday, ate leftovers, didn't drive, roasted garlic with olive oil. And I just did that in the toaster oven over there. Toasted more egg shells for my dad with coffee grounds. I toasted them in the toaster oven, and then I freeze them, crush them and freeze it so that the bacteria is gone when you cook the shells, and the raccoons don't try to dig it up once you use them for fertilizer, because I don't buy fertilizer, so this really does help. I do have some tomato fertilizer my dad gave me for my birthday 2 years ago, but I still have that, and that's it. Okay, meal prepped. I did TVP, which I'll talk about, with diced tomatoes for tacos. I diced more onions for the next day or so, and lettuce. And I gave my neighbor pickled onions and spaghetti squash. And yeah, that was really good. That was a really productive day. On Saturday, I showed you the pickled onions, so I gave him the yellow onions. And here's the garlic. I've been eating this, roasted it with olive oil and a little Himalayan sea salt. And I just put the ramekin in my toaster oven on 375 for, I don't know, I think it was 15 minutes. And it's so buttery soft, so I spread it on my morning brunch toast. And then I put avocado on it. Oh, it's so good, you guys. And so good for you. Okay, the tacos I made. Yes, so the TVP I bought a long time ago from Amazon or Walmart. I can't remember. It was a good price. And it's just dehydrated, textured vegetable protein. I sauteed it. Well, you have to rehydrate it. Then you saute it once you get it rehydrated. I use Rotel. I had a can of Rotel, which I don't think I've ever used before. I really like it. Now I see why people like it. The tomatoes seem a little bit more fresh, and then there's chilies in it. Yeah, I really liked it. So that's, I put that in there with some spices like paprika, cumin, pepper, and salt. And then I used taco shells that I bought over a year ago. I didn't realize it was that long ago, but I had to go back and find my video. So I bought these blue corn taco shells, 12 to a pack. They were 20 cents each package for 12. So they were 5 for $1. So I think I bought 7 or 8, whatever I could. I bought 5 one time, and then I went back and got a couple more. These aren't too bad as far as the carbs. So I will be taking those when you do toast them, because you have to toast them in the oven. And that's what it says back here on 350. They do break after you open them up and toast them, which is okay. It's like eating a sandwich, but this is what they are. And they're super good. They're so crunchy and just a nice different taste. So I think my dad and I can probably make 2 of those. And then remember, he has diabetes, so we're trying to really watch the carbs. And then we'll do, with the romaine lettuce that I got, we'll make another taco boat, maybe a couple more with that, depending on how hungry we are for dinner. And that'll be dinner. We'll top it with whatever, I have shredded that Romano Reggiano cheese that I got from the food bank. We could do that. He may have some cheese. I don't know. And then, hot sauce or whatever. But they're really good. So I will be making that for us for one of our meals. Anyways, let's see what else. Okay, so we're now on Sunday. That was yesterday. I ate leftovers, didn't drive. I made black tea from my stash, which was from the food bank. It's the Tazo tea, which I'm familiar with. I just added lemon juice. It was no sugar to it. So I just added lemon. I loved it. So that's a nice little refreshing caffeine boost if I want to take some in the morning on the way to my dad's. And I meal prepped and I made tuna with onions for my dad and I, and macaroni salad. Now, I did make extra coffee too, because I just like to have a little bit of coffee, half a cup, maybe on the way to my dad's. I'll put some of my ice cubes in there with it, and that'll be really good and refreshing. Or I just take water and I'll take with my little fruit ice cubes. So let me pause this and put the freezer stuff away, and I'll be right back. All right, so here's the tuna that I made. This is mine because I added to that classic deli dressing that I got from the food bank. I have another full one of this and one smaller, so I have to use it up. It is so good though, but I'm sure it has sugar in it, so I'm not gonna use that for my dad. So I've already dug into it. I put I put red pepper relish, onions, and some parsley, dried parsley. And I didn't want to use mayonnaise also because I'm running out and I would rather save that for my dad. So we'll have that with a slice of bread and then a romaine lettuce on top for the other bun. His is basically mayonnaise instead, red onions, dried parsley, what else? Paprika and Himalayan salt and pepper, and that's for him. So that'll be good. And that's done now, so that alleviates some pressure on me. I'm just ready to go and get this project done. I made some macaroni with red onion pimentos because I had them. I think I use macaroni. Yeah, I use mayonnaise, and I meant to use that to get rid of it because I'll be eating this only, not my dad. But what I'm going to be adding to that is what's on my menu. So let's go over the menu. All right, menu for the week of 5/15. Tuna with onions and spices on bread, and lettuce leaf with carrot chips. So that'll be really good and filling. So instead of tortilla chips, we'll just have some carrot chips, and we can use some hummus on the side too. And we'll probably have 2 to 4 sandwiches, or 2 to 3 sandwiches per person. I've already had one, so I'll probably only have 2 and he'll have 2. Then I'm going to be making some savory almond pancakes with chickpea curry and hummus with pickled onions and carrot toppings. So I have to make these. I'm curious in how they're going to turn out. They are 1 net carb for a serving. So I figured 2 savory pancakes with parsley, paprika, maybe a little cumin or curry. And I'll probably add, I'm going to be adding baking powder. I'm sorry, you guys, I have brain fog still. And it's really frustrating because I know I'm doing it, but oh, it's so frustrating. Now this is already expired, but it's still good. It's chickpea curry, so we'll just have that over the pancakes. And I might even add in the flour some, what is it called? Let me think. Ground flaxseed meal. I got this at the 99-cent store. So it'll add protein plus omega-3, which I feel like my brain needs right now. So I will be adding that to the batter of the almond flour. I'm really curious how these are going to taste. So that's why I want to make them for one of our dinners also, because I want to see if I can make a pancake cake for my dad's birthday. So wish me luck. So that'll be another good dinner. I'll make that in a couple of days after we finish up the tuna fish. All right, next thing. Oh, when I say carrot toppings, so my pickled onions, that'll be so good on top. And then the carrot toppings will be, you know, my carrots, and I'll just like make shavings of them and put that on top. Another meal, this will be for me only. This is a macaroni salad with white beans. Now he's already made some, they're called charo beans, so he has that for the next several days, but this is just regular macaroni, not the chickpea macaroni that he can eat. So I'm just trying to use up what I have. So I just put onions and parsley and all of that good stuff. And I'm probably going to make it tomorrow. So I'll soak these tonight, some white beans, and then add that and maybe some flaxseed meal also for extra protein. But that would be really delicious. And I'll just put some of that in a mug to travel, because my dad lives far from me, in a mug so I can eat it in the car while I'm heading, to my dad's house. So that'll be a meal for me, and I'll add the white beans separately, but it'll be done. And what else? Snacks. Walnuts with Jamaica tea, it's hibiscus tea, but it's called Jamaica in Spanish. And then hummus with carrots. I didn't show you my hummus. I've been digging in already. So that's that. There's some pooling of the aquafaba and some olive oil, but it's so good. And I put a lot of paprika, so it's a little bit darker. That's one I'll be taking to my dad's. I put in a little olive oil as a topper with some paprika. And it's very garlicky, so we'll be eating those with carrot chips. And if he has celery, we'll do that too. And the tea, this is the tea. Whenever I talk about tea, this is what it is. It's the hibiscus tea, and it's the loose leaf. And I just put like 3 flowers in my mug with the water. And you can make that ahead of time. You can make sun tea out of it, whatever. That's pretty much it for my menu. Now, did I stick to, when I said I ate my leftovers this week, did I stick to what I made as my menu from the week prior? Is this the right week? Yeah. Okay, baked butternut squash with rice and tofu. I did make some. And then I had pinto beans with avocado and chips. Yes. And I was mainly eating toast with avocado. I did not make the tuna fish, which is garbanzo fake tuna fish. I didn't make that, so I just made the toast with avocado. My appetite is still not that great, but I'm building it back up, and my taste buds are kind of coming back too. So I think that's why I'm adding like so much garlic to everything. But anyways, and yes, I did have clementines, nuts and tea for my snacks. So this was pretty accurate. I saved half of the butternut squash because I couldn't really taste it, and I just wanted to move on to something else. I'd rather have the pinto beans with avocado, so I stuck to that pretty much. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I do need to make one more can because I put a dent in this one. So I'll have to use that. So I'll make a little bit extra for my dad. That's it, you guys. I mean, I'm having to get really creative this week, and I don't mind. I just bought a few key things. You saw what I bought from my last video. So that's really helping me when using things from my pantry. And I'm eating well. I'm having tacos with lots of protein. I told my dad he can buy whatever he needs. So if he needs eggs or whatever, go for it. I'd rather see him get the nutrition that he needs. And especially, I have not been to the food bank because I was sick. Actually, 3 of the weeks I was sick. I'm still sick, if you can believe that. I keep saying I'm better, and then for 2 days I'm not doing so well. It's the weirdest thing with this virus. I have a new symptom now. It's a new one, and it's really annoying. It's affecting my ears, but I think it'll pass too. So, guys, just do a little food prepping. Write everything down. See what's helping you in the week. I can tell you for sure, not driving saves me money. Now I'm going to be driving, so I'm glad I haven't been driving a lot at all, really. So that has helped me immensely for my future, that I'll be driving quite a bit. And we'll talk about the project and everything in the next few videos. So I will see you guys all later, but make sure you write things down and go over it each week so you really know what helped you save money, and what helped you save time, because time is money. So leave your comments down below. I like to see how you save during the week, and I will see you all later. Oh, also, I don't just like to read the comments. Everyone else does too, so it helps everyone else. Bye, you guys. I'm sorry I'm rambling. I still have COVID foghead, so excuse me. But have a nice one. I will see you in the next video. Bye, you guys.